Good afternoon. In our previous lab, we have seen a few programs related to JDBC, right? And we have finished with it. Now we will start with the servlet, right? In our previous lab, we have finished all these programs, right? And we will start with servlet. So very first program for the servlet, that is, we will see only single programs, right? Okay. Because maybe you will face some issue, right, re- regarding the Tomcat or anything else. So let's see about it. Write down the program for testing the servlet and study the deployment descriptor. Now, can anybody tell me what is deployment descriptor is? Anyone? What is deployment descriptor? Yes? No one? Hello? I'm asking to you guys. Don't know? Okay. But you have already seen, no, what is web.xml. Now can you tell me what is this deployment descriptor? Yes, fine. Okay. Let me know what is sublet. You tell me what is sublet is. It is used for what? I'm simply asking you the question you need to answer. It used for creating web apps on server side. Yes, correct, right? So the server side kind of programming that we are writing into the sublet, right? So if we'll talk about the model view and controller, do you remember that model view and controller? Then we have discussed that this is what the controller. Controller is your sublet. Model is your pure logic, your pure business logic. And view means whatever the user can see. Maybe that could be HTML or it could be JSP. So now I think you can connect with this topic. This is what we have seen into our core Java, right? So server side programming we are doing via the servlet because client is sending request always, right? And servlet will take that request, it will generate the response, and it will give back this response to your client. This is what the servlet is doing, right? So the server side programming that we can do via the servlet. Okay. So create any one of these servlet, right? One servlet you need to create. Okay. So here, what you need to do is first create one of the project, new project. In that, you need to select now Java Web, not this Java, that what you used to create previously, right? But create this Java Web very first web application. Do the next. Here you can give the appropriate name of that. Suppose I have given sublet demo. So you can create sublet demo 2. Do the next. Apache Tomcat. Here you are getting this server or not. Apache server you are getting here or not. And appropriate Java EE version will be chosen by its own. You don't do anything in this. Whatever it is over here, it's fine. Go to the next. You can select the framework, but for now you don't have to select it, and then just give finish. Okay, this is how you can create any web application, right? So here I have created this web application, Sublet demo. Okay. In the web pages, if you will see, this context.html, context.xml will be there, index.html will be provided. Here you can see the libraries. In that, Apache Tomcat should be there. If it is not there, then there is some problem, right? And in the source package, in this default package, you have your one of the servlet, very first program. So how to create the sublet? You just need to create from this new and select the servlet. Okay, select the servlet. So new servlet file will be over here. You can give any of the name. I have given here my servlet, or you can give new servlet, right? Go to the next. Here, add the information to deployment descriptor. That is your web.xml. That what we have talked about. No, if you will select this, no, here you will be having that web.xml file which you want. So select this and give finish. So this is what your new servlet has been created. You can check over here. There is one of the method is like this process request, right? Then you just simply click on this plus. That is what HTTP servlet methods. When you will see this, no, here you will have do guest method, do post method, right? More two methods are there, do put, do delete, right? But that is not provided here by default. And get servlet info. These three methods are there by default. And you can check here in this um, in this web.inf folder, you will get web.xml file. This web.xml file will look like this, where XML version is written, what kind of encoding they have used, that is written. Then in this web app, because this is your web application, right? So in the web app, something is written. So you can read this all the terms. You need to study this deployment descriptor. I hope you guys are getting something. Say yes or no, right? So is it fine? Yes. Okay. After that, what you need to do is that I'm telling, wait for a sec. Yeah. So here you can check this XLMNS, right? Something is given XLMNS XSI, because that is about the XML schema, right? Schema location, where it is. So that will be automatically there. Don't touch that part, right? Here servlet tag has been started, servlet end. What is your servlet name? That is new servlet, right? New servlet. For that, this XML file has been generated. Okay. Then this is what your servlet mapping, right? So what is your servlet name, and the URL pattern is what? Slash new servlet, right? So that is what, where it will find your new servlet file. Then here is the session configuration, that what you will learn, right? No. So here the session timeout they have given by default, that is 30. You can change it accordingly, right? So this is what your deployment descriptor is, right? That will be automatically generated. So this is what a blank new servlet file is. Now, can you tell me what are the um, servlet life cycle? Can anybody tell me about it? Servlet life cycle, what it is? what are the different phases or what are the different methods are there in the servlet life cycle? Anyone? Yes. No one? Hello? I'm asking to you guys. Servlet methods. I'm asking about the servlet methods. Somebody need to answer here. This is lab session, not the theory session where I'll only speak. You guys are getting my voice or what? Yeah, okay. One is writing destroy, get servlet info. Oh, don't you remember init, service, and the destroy? Init, service, and the destroy. Right? These are the method. Initialization method will be called only once into the life cycle of the servlet. Right? Service method where actually you are writing your whole code. And the destroy, which will again executed only once. So main is your service method. Here you are choosing do get or do post method accordingly. How accordingly? Because whatever you are choosing with your index.html, suppose this is what your view, and here into this body you are writing about this form and all. Now, if you remember, in this form you are saying that method is equals to, and here you are specifying either get or post method, right? And then you are writing here action, if you remember. Then where you want to redirect this, that you will write over here, right? If here user will click onto the submit button, then via which method you want to redirect to another page, that you are specifying over here. So based on this get or post method, you are creating your servlet, right? So in that, either you will keep this or the another thing. So what you need to do is, whenever you are writing this code, no, for the servlet, it is just very basic thing that you are writing, because you are just simply testing your servlet for a now. So let me create one more time the servlet. I don't want web.xml, so that's fine. So here what you need to do, here everything that what you are deleting, right? This process request and everything. And here you are having these methods. Here also you are deleting, and you are keeping only one of the method, either do get or do post, right? If suppose I'm using here do get method, I'll delete here the rest of the things, right? And I'll just keep do get method, and I'll delete all the other things. So this is how I'm getting my this method, which is do get, and I'm writing here this code. I hope you are getting. Okay. So what I have done is, this is what my public class my servlet, which extends the HTTP servlet. In that I'm having one method, do get method. In that, HTTP servlet request, HTTP servlet response. This is what your class, and this is what you have created one object. Okay, class and the object that throws the servlet exception and the IO exception. Right. Now response dot set content type, whatever the response you are getting, that you are simply getting into text or you are getting into HTML. Okay, that response you are getting in that way. So here you are creating object of print writer class. Print writer class object via which you can write at least something. Right? Via this you can write. So that is why I have created this print writer out is equals to response dot get writer. So I'll have the writer, and now I'll try to write something that out dot println. There's all the things I'm sending into the HTML form, right? Because my all the content is the HTML content, where here the title would be my sublet, right? And I'm writing here simply inside this body part that hello, this is sublet, very first program of the sublet, right? This is what simple, I'm simply testing whether my sublet is working or not. That what you are doing. Okay. So here again I'm deleting this. Now if I'll run this, file, my sublet, I hope you have seen this output. Say yes or no. I hope you have seen this output. I was actually disconnected in between. So have you seen this output? I'm asking to you that have you seen this output? Say yes or no. Otherwise, how would I get to know from where I need to start? Yes, right. You have seen this. Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is what my very first sublet output. That what I was showing you. Right. This is sublet. Whatever we have written here. Right. Whatever we have written here. That hello, this is sublet and very first sublet program. So that will be displayed over there. So this is how you are just simply testing your first sublet program. Okay. So I hope you are getting this. So yes or no? Yes, right. So please do this program because whatever the error you will face, no, related to this Apache Tomcat or whatever it is that you will face into the Servlet programs, right? Means you have started with the web application. So at the first time you will face few of the errors. So please do this program. Okay. Please do it. Yeah, say. There was one query for the new student. I was solving that. Anyways. Yes, Segni, what you are getting is 404 error. Why? You can share your screen here. You can share your screen. Let me know. Okay, your screen is visible. Yeah. Show me your code. There is the problem with Apache Tomcat only. Hmm. Show me your libraries. Yes, Apache Tomcat is there. Okay. Just go to services. Over here only. See, in my screen, you can check. You are having projects, services, and the files. So go to the services in that web services. Not in the web services, in the servers. Apache Tomcat is there. Whether it is started or not, just check that.
Where, mom? I
So,
didn't get you.
yes.
I didn't get you. Where is it? Where is the session?
See, in my view, it is there. Check my screen sharing. I didn't give you my screen share. Check. Here, this is your project, right? Here there would be services, and here there would be files. So in the services, in the servers, you can check this. If it is started or not, means your Apache Tomcat is, if any of the problem is there, you can restart this Apache or you can refresh once.
Let me.
Oh,
There is no
do
such
it.
thing, I think, mom, on my.
Where it is, where your services are.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. You.
Here, see in the window there are the services. Go to window, yes, services. In the servers, check this Apache. You can restart it with the right click. With the right click, right click. If any of the problem is there related to Apache, okay. What's the problem with the code is, now show me your code. Servlet extends HTTP servlet. Then I said no, you need to write it into do get or do post. So where is your servlet code? You need to write this in do get or do post. That's what I said, dear. Do it now. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, it's showing lot many errors to you. I'm a doubt. We'll sort it out into the next lab as you are not available. That's what you are saying. Fine. Okay. What about the others? Are they getting the output or what? Yes. What about the others or still they are doing the program or what? Say something. How would I get to know? NetBeans is not working. Okay, I'm reinstalling. Fine. Yeah, you can write your number here, Daut, and you may leave. Rest of the students be here, right? You don't have to leave. Oh, and there also see you don't have to go anywhere. Only Ahmed Daud is writing his number due to some issue. Uh, yes, now
Sorry,
what
man, but
we're
I'm
saying
going with
is
Ahmed. We are going
yeah,
together.
okay.
Maybe he didn't
Won't
forget to
work
tell
with
you.
Intelji. What you are saying now, why it is not working?
Sorry, man.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, now I can hear you. Say,
I usually use IntelliJ IDE for the compiler, and I use it for JDBC and stuff. But I don't think it has the feature of servlet. So I'm trying to install NetBeans.
fine, no worries. Reinstall it, and if still it is not working, then let me know. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's your cabin number, ma'am?
Sorry.
What's your cabin number? It usually doesn't work for me. NetBeans doesn't show for the create projection. It doesn't create any project page.
Okay. You can even use the Eclipse, right? If
Eclipse. Okay,
you are
ma'am.
comfortable with it.
Okay, I'll try that, ma'am. Thank you.
What about the others? Abdul Karim Gura, Aya Shaheen, Daniel, Fatima, Kencho, Maima, Mohammed Hamid, Al Sufi, Suman, and Tilal. What about you? Are you getting output? Anyone who is actually getting the output for your very first program of the sublet, just tell me. Um, as you will do the further programs into your very next lab, right? Write down a program for testing to include the action for the servlet collaboration, as well as you will write for forward action because you want to forward this particular client to another page, right? How to do that, that we will see, right? And here you are including action equals to somewhere else, right? So here you will be having if and else kind of here also, right? That what I said, no? I mean, if it is your index.html, here you will write about the form, right? Then method, right? And according to the method only, you are providing do get or do post. If you are here writing post, right, then you have to simply write as do post method, right? If you are simply taking here get method, you will have here do get method. So what is the basic difference between do get and do post? Can anybody tell me this? So we don't have to discuss that thing into our very next lab. We have sufficient time, so we can discuss it. Yes, anyone? What is the difference between do get and do post? Any one of the difference at least you can write. Get is to send from server to client. Is it so? I mean, from server to client only? Get is. Because if we hear, yes, in do get, I think users request data to server to receive the request. Not exactly, no. Yes, get will display the information on URL. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Wherever you are sending any of the data via this get, wherever it will go to another page, your request will be appended with your URL, which is not the safe thing you can say, right? No, because here the hackers can hack all the data, right? I hope you are getting. Okay. And do post will give us the response by providing a new page. Or you are simply requesting from the body. That also you can say. Right. So according to that, you are selecting here get or post and submit, right? And then action equals to, then you are writing, because whenever you are clicking on what page you want them to go. So here you will write the sublet name. Suppose I have created my sublet, so I'll write here my sublet. You need to forward this to my sublet, right? And form will be ended here. Then you can write here input and all. You know this thing, right? You are creating one of the label, then one of the text box just to enter the username and the password and something like that, right? Here whatever you are giving as an input, right? um Not this. Here you are just giving us here the text box. Whatever the user will write here, that sublet will fetch. You know the methods here, the get parameter or something like that, if you remember, right? So through that they are simply taking this whatever the user have entered, right? That will be taken, and then the necessary actions will be taken, right? Whatever you want with that data. If suppose you are saying that I am simply providing here the two text box, right? In that the user need to write the two variables like 5 and 10. So what the servlet need to do, they just need to add this information, and in another text box it will show you the result of addition of these two numbers, maybe. So what kind of application you have based on that, right? I hope somehow it is clear what we are going to do. Okay, fine. Say yes or no at least. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Fine. But for that, at least first, your servlet should be ready. Right? Here you should get this thing. That's what we are discussing. So if your first servlet program is getting started, then and only then now for the next time we will see index.html or index.jsp and with this my servlet, because from here we will do something and it will be redirected to your servlet, and then servlet will simply prepare the response and you will get the response over here or something like that. Okay, so based on that we will make the programs. Just 2 programs we will see next time, maybe 2 or 3. Let's see. Okay, fine. And here also you need this. Create the servlet file which contain the following function. We need to connect, then we need to create the database, then we will need to create table, then insert the records into the respective table, then update the records of the particular table of the database, delete the records and delete the table and also the database. This many things we will do with the servlet file. So still I'm saying, if you are not um, comfortable with the JDBC, right, database, then you need to sort it out, that thing also. If your system is ready or not, that you need to check today with the very first program of this server. Still you are facing any kind of error, please let me know. Okay, fine. If you are not facing any kind of error, it means you have run successfully this very first program, right? You need to import this many packages, but that would be there. That would be there by default, right? Once you will simply create the servlet, no, it will be there. Okay, fine. So that's all for today. We have just seen the first program, right, of the sublet. Next time we will see more programs of this sublet. Okay. So that's all for today. You can write your enrollment numbers and you may leave. Yes, Kencho, you can write your number and you may leave. Also see, maybe you have written your number, you may leave.